Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has received its official first sim update. This week's sim update 1 has entered its beta. In this video, we will work through all the highlights and the larger parts of sim update 1, including how you can access this beta program to test the first flighting of a first major update to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Test build version 1.3.7.0 has come at a bit of a surprise, considering we haven't received much information about when the first update will occur and what it will include. Before we cover and jump into a sim update 1 highlights, a big thank you to our video sponsor. The Flight Sim mod store creates high quality flight sim modifications and add-ons for your flight sim home setup. They have some of the best add-ons to solve your flight sim problems and further enhance your flight sim experience. Built by flight sim enthusiasts with a passion for flight sim with a real-world pilot background and 3D design. You can check out their store in the links in the description below. And for Oz Flight Sim viewers, you can use code AFS10 to receive a 10% discount on all Flight Sim Mods products. And we thank Flight Sim Mods for sponsoring this video. The Microsoft team has advised with this public beta of Sim Update 1, the test build 1.3.7.0. The release notes do not encompass everything that will be included with the final Sim Update 1 release. There will be additional bug fixes coming in future builds. The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 marketplace is not part of the pre-release test build, but it is planned to launch with the full release of Sim Update 1 when that happens. The public beta is available for simmers on the Microsoft Store for PC, Xbox, and also Steam users. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can enroll into the test build of 1.3.7.0 and also check out the changelog. Jumping into the major highlights when it comes to a Sim Update 1, stability and performance. The Microsoft team have included a number of fixes for the sim when it comes to stability and performance, such as fixing some rare crashes during airport generations, fixing potential crashes when switching on and off in VR mode during the flight, optimized texture memory usage when it comes to WASM gauges, and fixes crashes when closing the sim during packages mounted. When it comes to general bug fixes, we have seen a bunch of fixes between the sim and the UI that is causing crashes and issues. Screen the exposure under heavy cloud cover has been addressed. Fixes using real time instead of flight time when initializing switches. Several time related bugs which have been many in the sim have now been fixed. Community packages preventing stream packages with the same name from being found by the sim. I'd say this one would be a big one when it comes to using third-party products within Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Fixes when it comes to seeing friends' planes that sometimes do not appear in the world map. Remove giant trees from corrupted tin areas. Fixed a few cases that were introducing blurs into the aerials. I would say that's probably more than a few cases. I think that's quite a large issue that is around the globe. A bunch of different airport lighting fixes. When it comes to backwards compatibility bug fixes, the team has fixed the wrong format selected when rendering XML gauges elements, forced 2024 SimVar ambient light sensors to return a very high value in requests from a 2020 sim, which can happen when instruments have been updated for 2024. Have no idea what that means, but it sounds like something to do with third-party aircraft that have been brought into 2024 from 2020. Fixed textures references when it comes to FX files not properly loading when packages are streaming, and immense brightness fixes. When it comes to aircraft, we've had a bunch of core aircraft systems fixed. They fixed some issues causing some aircraft to start with zero fuel. Fixed helicopter CFD rotor wash aerodynamic issues when it comes to edges on platforms. This one here was really called out in the community. AFB fixes when it comes to the status bar and date time. Moving on to career and free flight modes. When it comes to the career mode, there's been a bunch of bugs. This one was really heavily gone over server with a bunch of bugs that have been fixed in all the missions, agriculture, aviation, medevac, completing certifications when it comes to a CPL and IFR instrument ratings, and a bunch of training missions has also been updated and fixed. You can check out the full changelog. There was quite a lot in this area. I've just only really summarized them. When it comes to free flight, fixed flight conditions for weather live always available, fixed flight conditions for live players only available when players are in live time, and weather, which has been a big one when it comes to the multiplayer community, fixes for always buffering a live weather even in custom presets and weather, and also pilots can now see the server UTC live weather with any updates. When it comes to the dev mode and the SDK mode, from the looks of it, the SDK has had a bunch of WASM API fixes. I won't go through all these fixes because I really don't understand what they mean, but hopefully these fixes a bunch of issues that devs were facing when it comes to updating their 2020 aircraft to go into the 2024 sim. And also there has been a bunch of fixes when it comes to tools such as 3ds Max and also Blender. If you are already enrolled in the Sim Update beta program, you already have access to the new version of Sim Update 1. You will not be able to see other simmers who are currently in the release candidate right now. This is something that's always been the case when it comes to flighting betas. This is something to keep in mind, but the beta is available for everyone if they wish, and in my opinion, it couldn't be any worse than the current release we have now. But that being said, any beta, there's always options to have more bugs, funny enough. There is no ETA when we'll see Sim Update 1, which will be fully released. Going off what Microsoft team has done in the past, we'll see a few versions before it's ready to hit the button for the push to go to prime time. Links are in the description below if you'd like to check out the full changelog. I've only gone through some of the highlights that I thought were important to summarize, but there is many more things in the changelog if you want to check them out for the Sim Update beta right now. Thank you to Flight Sim Mods for sponsoring this video. You can find their link in the description below, and also subscribe for more Flight Sim content like this each and every week, and we will see you on another video real soon.